Hey guys, Barry here, and welcome to your gaming station, NintendoImpactGaming. And here we have Chris here. He is the host of Nintendo Ninja News. How are you, sir?
Yeah, pretty good. It's a late night here in Australia, but I'm always up around this time, so it's sort of normal hours for me.
Yeah. Now,
So
I have to ask the big questions, okay? Do you
Mm.
or do you watch Home and Away?
No, I used to when I was a kid, back 20 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So yes, yeah. So it was quite a long back, mid 90s, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So today we are here to talk about Ice Station Z, or Z, whatever you want to call it, for the 3DS. It came out yesterday for us anyway. And just before we go on, Chris, tell us a bit about yourself. What do you do? Tell us about your channel, etc.
Well, I've been doing Nintendo Ninja News as a YouTube channel for now, a bit over 18 months now, and we basically do latest news. So as soon as the news comes out, we make a video about it, and they're really sort of short, sharp, 1 to 2 minute videos. So, and that was sort of the point of what we wanted to do was like news bulletins. So instead of listening to people for 10, 15 minutes sort of explaining over stuff, we just want to get to the point, and so easy for you to, while you're waiting for the bus or something like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we do other things like sort of semi reviews and opinion based stuff and things like that. So we are sort of branching out a little bit
Cool,
of
cool.
late.
So, like I said, we are here to talk about Ice Station Z. Tell me your, initial reaction to when you saw it about 3 weeks ago. Was it announced or something?
Yeah, I I saw from a couple websites, and yeah, it looked very interesting to me,
Hmm.
and I decided to do a video on it, and it's gotten a lot of views. It's quite quite crazy, yeah, for a local sort of dev game, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I only saw it there recent enough, to be honest. And, like, when I first saw this, I was like, holy crap, here's something new, something fresh for the 3DS, for us, the Nintendo fan base anyway, I think. Because, like, the last kind of big open world game that I've played was stuff like Lego City Undercover and you've Watch Dogs for Wii U. And,
Mm.
but not as extreme to this as a big open world zombie game for a handheld system.
Mm.
And like it's come out yesterday, €3. What is it in Australia? Can I ask? What price is it?
$4.
Yeah, it's not bad at all for a game of this
Yeah, yeah.
size. It's not bad at all.
Mm.
So
Um, yeah, it is quite good. Because I looked at it and I thought this looks like an N64 game,
yeah, yeah,
sort of the models and things like that, or PlayStation game, probably original or something. And I saw it, and I think the interesting thing was had sort of voice chat and local multiplayer and online multiplayer, which was very interesting. So it had sort of all the things that probably quite a lot of games don't have on the Wii U, even some Nintendo games.
yeah,
So very interesting that I to look into that.
yeah. Now people have been asking me on my channel, is the game for new 3DS? Is it exclusive? The answer is no. It is available for original 3DS, which I do own it on that system as well. And I have checked. No one has asked me this, but does the Circle Pad Pro work with it? And to an extent, it does, but only the R1 button works on it for some reason. But nothing else works. I can see the right stick, the circle pad doesn't even work on it, unfortunately. Compared to
Mm.
the new 3DS, which has
Ah, yes.
all those buttons that work fine. And
Mm.
yeah, go on ahead.
Yeah, so I thought it was interesting sort of playing through it and going around. It is quite open world.
Hmm.
Um, I liked how they used the sort of the bottom screen with all the little items and
Yeah,
that you can pick up things like that. This could be a game that could quite easily go to the Wii U,
yeah, exactly.
obviously,
Yeah,
and use the gamepad. So that was the thing that they caught my interest, and it seems like online there's been quite a large interest about it, and I guess the interesting part is trying to figure out what is hooking people in. Is it just curiosity? Is it some features of the game, or is it something that looks a bit nostalgic looking?
yeah,
And the graphics of the models that they're using.
yeah, yeah. And like you mentioned before, there, voice chat. And there's also
Mm.
text chat as well. It's pretty impressive for a 3DS title, to have both, both forms of contact in the system. Like the only problem I have with the voice chat personally is, if you don't know, you have to hold up the up button on the D-pad for the voice chat to work, but you have to hold it down each time you want to use it. Unfortunately, you can't just talk away and like even hold it up, to switch it on, if you get me, and then hold it again and switch it off if you want to turn it off completely. That would be handy. But to talk, you have to hold it each time, which is pretty annoying after a while.
Yeah, that is an interesting thing. I'm not too sure why they made it like that. I'm thinking that maybe limitations with the console or something. I'm not
Yeah,
too sure about that. But that'll be maybe something to ask the maker
yeah,
down the track.
yeah. Like I
So
do actually talk to him, on Twitter, and hopefully I'll get him on my podcast. That'd be pretty cool to get him on, and talk to him how
yeah,
the idea came along, and I think it's a one-person studio anyway, which is pretty impressive, though, I think.
yeah. That is quite impressive. Yeah, I even saw a couple people in Sydney here were interested in the game, and they were sort of going, "Oh, I'm not too sure if I should get it or not." But yeah, I think some people will get it because it is quite a different game, because it's a genre that's not on the 3DS. I think there is one other first-person shooter, but the name is eluding me at the moment. But I'm trying to, I might have it here somewhere.
Yeah,
But yeah, I think the thing about it is the curiosity and the fact that it's a different genre.
yeah. It kind of
Yeah,
reminds
I
me
think
of Ironfall Invasion for the 3DS.
oh, that's the game
That's what
that
it
I
is,
was
yeah.
thinking.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Awesome
yes,
game. I think it's one of the
and
best
that is
games for 3DS.
um, quite graphically
Yeah,
very
it's so
cool in that,
impressive.
and it is really interesting. Yeah, that's another good game to get to. So that did remind me of that, and I think that was really cool. So there's now a couple of first person shooters. I'm sure that there will be more on future consoles. Seeming that the button configuration's a little easier now
Yeah, yeah. Now
with the
tell me
Switch and
this.
that.
Would you like this game available on Switch?
Um, I think so. Yeah, they obviously do up the graphics and make it not change the models at sort of HD, maybe make it a bit more polished in that sort of area. But yeah, I think it would be interesting going to download.
Yeah.
Yeah, and play for the Switch. Yeah.
I found the zombies in this game quite terrifying, to be honest. It's like full on, like they actually run at you, it's like blah, kind of, and then they come at you, then they hurt you. But like I actually kind of, felt a bit scared playing it.
Yeah, the first zombie that crept up behind me, and I was like, and says you need to I was bleeding or something and had to go find something, and I was
Yeah,
struggling to find places and that. I think one thing I struggled with was it doesn't really sort of a tutoring sort of lesson or anything in the game. It sort of plonks you in the middle of nowhere. I'm sort of like, all right, I'll have a look around in that.
yeah, exactly.
So
You don't know
that,
where exactly you are at first, and I find like items like bullets and guns and that kind of stuff, even bear traps, they're very scarce along the island, but it's tough to find though, I think. I guess it does add a bit of realism, but I would love the option maybe later on, if to do updates on the game, hopefully, for like maybe some difficulty options. That'd be nice. For single player,
yeah,
definitely. Yeah.
yeah. I think they could definitely be options for them in the future on that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
And have you tried
well, not
multiplayer
from-
yourself?
no, I haven't had anyone to play with, and that might be difficult. Seeming it's a local dev game, and some people may not be into that sort of thing. So I know a lot of people who generally buy Nintendo only games,
Yeah.
and others may not just put punt on a cheap game and that. So, but I'm sure there'll be people online. There seems to be a lot of interest in the game at the moment. So I'm bound to find someone online randomly
Yeah.
if that's possible. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like I have checked playing online. I have asked people, like not being I'm not trying to get out of, personal information out of them, but I have asked where they're from because I wanted to see was a region locked, the multiplayer, and thankfully it isn't because I was playing with guys from Canada and America, so I could play with you online, people from anywhere in the world, which is pretty good.
Ah, well, that's good to hear. And yeah, I think that's really good to hear. So I think that's another positive for it, Nat. And I think that it'll be good.
Yeah.
Good for the game. Yeah, it's another positive tick for it.
Yeah. I'd like to also talk about the music, if you don't mind, before we head off. The overall kind of sound, it's pretty good. The theme song is lovely, I think. It kind of suits the game very well at the start on the menu. And then that kind of, the wind and the coldness, but it really kind of creeps you out as well because you're on your own.
Yeah, I did like the music. That sort of got me into it and sort of got me curious, sort of moving around the game and that sort of thing. So I think they've done a good job on the music and that, and I think that's something that I'll look forward to, as I keep on exploring in the game and that. So I think it's a very good little game for only $4 on the eShop too.
Yeah, and now one last little piece I want to add on. If the music had in-game music, while you're running around and stuff, walking, would it be as terrifying, you think?
I don't know. I'm a bit stumped. I wouldn't really know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any sort of music, I guess. Yeah. I guess get easily, I guess, in these sort of games, especially when you're starting off and you're not quite sure what you're doing and where you're going in that point. But yes, I think the last sort of scary game I played was probably Zombie U. No, I played Project Zero actually recently. So that was another sort of scary game.
It is scary. It is quite terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But yeah. I think this will be a good game for people to pick up. It's nice. It's cheap. It's a good game. You can play it with your friends and that. And I think it's quite an attractive sort of game for probably quite a few people.
Yeah. All right, Chris. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I know it was like a out of the blue kind of thing, but I just wanted to get this kind of out there. Talk about this game because it is pretty much hyped. A lot of people playing it online. And when you go online, I created a room, and when I left the room, my name was still there because even though there's a room named after me, you can create as many rooms, I think, or something, up to 8 people online, which is pretty good though. But we have to play sometime soon. We'll have to get on it.
Yes, we should. I should do more gaming online. In general. So yes.
Chris, again, thanks for coming on. Where can we find you online on social media?
Oh, well, on social media, you can find us just at Nintendo's Ninja News on Facebook page, Twitter, Nitty Ninja News. And for the YouTube channel, you can just type in NintendoNinjaNews.com and it will take you there.
All right. Chris, thank you again. So, guys, you can check us out on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. And for more Nintendo and iStation Z, keep it right here. Thanks for watching. And as always, guys, stay fresh.